Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You see, still got Chucky's truck still here in the shop, but we should be finishing up in this video. Hopefully, not much stuff left to do on this one. So we're gonna quit yapping, just go on and get to work. Alrighty, so last night we went ahead and threw these lower bag mounts on these bars, got them painted back up, and they are looking good. Got some clear coat, a couple coats of clear coat on those. We'll let them dry for a few minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and bolt them in place where we got all those. Got those mounts on last night. While that's drying, we'll probably flip this axle around and go ahead and weld. We just got those lower brackets right there just tacked on. We'll flip that around, go ahead and weld them in place like they'll be there forever. All right, looks like the welder is still hooked up from last night, so that'll be easy. Just turn that thing on, flip this axle over, weld that junk in. All righty, we got this rear end rolled around, got the welder all hooked up. I believe we're ready to slap down some weld. Let's see, do we got this thing on? Yeah. We good to go. Alrighty, I'll knock this out. Alrighty, good morning, guys. It's getting a little chilly out this morning. It's more windy than anything, but it feels nice. Alright. There's old lemon drop. Where did we leave off yesterday? I think I had built up, so we got these little boxes made up yesterday. These are cut a little slant on it right there so it fits up here nice. Let me get this set up and I'll show you. All right, so I just took this same 2x2 tubing that I have and I cut a little slant. I'm not sure how good y'all can see that over there, but once this gets set on and we bolt it in, I'm going to compress this all the way down to it's completely flat, and that's where it's going to sit. And then we'll push that up right there, and we'll weld this all in. We'll pull the bag out, we'll go underneath and weld it all in real good there. And that's all I do for that, man, to hold that good enough. So let's get our welder set up and grind down a little edge right here so that's nice and smooth. Give us something good to weld to. And then really I'm just going to hold it down and get a couple tacks in there, and then we'll pull it up and take this bag out of the way so we don't melt it, and then we'll weld it in nice and solid. We'll do the same thing to the other side. And it'll look like this on the other side here. You'll get that mashed down real good, and we'll throw in weld here and all the way around. All right, guys, got them top mounts on, looking good. Got the bars back in place, or the bags back in place. Bars are all painted up. Man, she's looking good, looking real good. Went ahead and put the temp lines up front. It's already got lines ran to it, but everything's disabled with the compressors and the tank, obviously. So we got our temp lines hooked up. I'm about to juice this thing up. We're going to put some temp lines in the back, pump it up a little. I know that pinion angle is going to swing a little bit because we don't have anything for the upper bars or anything to hold it. But yeah, let's throw some air in and see how she looks. And I just use, for the front right now, for my test lines, I've got 1/4 inch line. It's ran to a T with the push to connect deals, the T with, let me show you. This is the T that I'm using, and it's just the push to connect like that, and then I cut a little piece to go right here, and then I bought this valve. It's kind of like a car valve on it, you know, and it's push to connect also, and then we'll just juice that thing up. All right, we had a little leak over here on this one. I think I just didn't push it in good enough. It's really tight, so I can't really get my dang hands in there. Maybe that'll do. Let's try to throw some more air in there. Heck no. This side ain't having it. All right, buddy. What's your problem? What is your problem? Maybe I cut it at a weird angle or something. Let's get our little snips and try to recut that. I don't use a razor blade or anything. I've got these. These are made just for cutting these airlines. All right, let's give it another try. Dude, what is your problem? It's possible this little fitting going into the bag, I might have messed it up a little bit earlier. But it's no problem. We're going to change these out anyways. I'm going to be putting the 3/8 lines up front. Let's see what she does now. Oh, you're killing me, man. It's going up, but it's leaking like crazy. See? Come on, man. Give me a break. Give me a break. All right. We'll grab this little jack that we got from Corey. This thing has been very helpful. Matches his truck, too. That's cool. Actually, I think it's Mandy's jack. But Corey should be keeping it in his truck. It matches his truck perfectly. I'm going to try to see if I can get under here and jack it up a little so that I can get my hand in there a little better on that air fitting. Come on. Come on, little jack. Oh, maybe we can get in there better. Let's keep going. Better put a jack stand under here. I don't want my hand to get chopped off like that guy on Hot Tub Time Machine. I think that fitting is just screwed up because it's not catching. Get the F out of town. I think that fitting's messed up. All right, the problem I'm having is it won't grip down in that push to connect deal. It keeps slipping out like the teeth are locked on that. But this line right here is very soft. So I'm hoping that's the issue. No, that's not the issue. Because this one's doing it too. Well, man, that's fun. I love it. Okay. We need to change out those fittings anyway, so no big deal. All right, we're just going to put that plan to the side for today because turns out I don't actually have the right fitting in here. All I've got is a bunch of 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch. None of the, I got these in 3/8, but they're 90s and I need just a straight up front. And I don't got one, so no problem. We'll order some off Amazon. They'll be here in a couple days. We're going to set her back down and we'll see if we can get the back aired up. All right, guys, I think I got it, at least maybe temporary for now. I just jiggled with it a little bit, and I got it to hold in. So we're going to change that out anyways. I'd really just wanted to get it aired up so we could roll it around. Let's check now. Oh, yeah. She's not leaking down now. It might have a slow leak in a little bit, but right now it's not leaking like it was. It was just blasting out of there. All right, on the back, I do the same for some temp lines. Got these push to connect. Dang it, that's 1/2 inch. All right, we went ahead and pulled these bags off and changed out these fittings on here. They were a 1/2 inch with a 90 degree, and we went ahead and changed them out to the 3/8 there. All right, so we'll run these back over there and get them slapped back into place, and I'll show you guys how I put them in because it can be a little tricky if you haven't done it before. So these fittings can be a little tricky too if you're trying to get that thing and torque it down. So I put an extra long bolt in it like that. Use your pry bar to hold it. That way you can get your wrench on there and really torque it down nice and tight. Or if you need to break it free and change out these fittings, same thing. All right, we got those out. Let's get this over there and put it in place. All right, you can try this however the heck you want, but I've done it many different ways. It's easier to go in to the top first because the angle, you've got to put this, if you're using a straight up fitting, you should be good. But if you're using a 90, I do this top first because you got to kind of wiggle it in there and get it in like that. And then go ahead and get your bolts in place. All right, let's get this other one in now. All right, I should have mentioned first that you'll want to get your jack and go ahead and raise that thing up and get it up high enough to where you can see that there's a big enough gap in there to squeeze that bag in. If it's not high enough, just jack this up some more. That way you can get it in there. Now, once you've got them both in and tightened up, let's go ahead and lower this thing down. Don't get it smashed all the way down, but get it to where those plates touch each other and it's almost flat. You want to be able to wiggle it around a little bit. All right, probably somewhere in there. That might have been a little too low. That's good right there. All right, now that we've got it lowered down to where it's pretty close, get you a flashlight so you can see up in there. And then it's kind of tight, man, but so I like to raise the bag up a little bit so I can see the hole. So when you raise it up a little bit like that, you can stick your screw on through there or your bolt and line it up with the hole and go ahead and get it going. Once you've got it in about 5 or 6 good threads and you trust that it's not going to pull out, you can just let go and move on to the other side. All right, now that we've got both of those started, we'll go ahead and snug them down the rest of the way. Now, it's a good idea to put some Loctite on these bolts too, because there's a lot of bouncing and vibration, and that'll keep them from bouncing out, or not bouncing out, but vibrating loose a little. And it's probably not a bad idea about once a month just to reach back here with your 14 millimeter And I mean, there's only 6 bolts that hold these bags, and just reach down here and just give them a little snug and make sure about once a month that they haven't backed out any. All right, those are in place. We can set the jack down the rest of the way. I personally like to keep a 14 millimeter in my truck at all times. That's the bolts that I use on these. If you ever have a problem and one blows out or anything, you got one on the truck and you can just swap that sucker out. Oh yeah, she's too low. Can't even get the jack out from under it. We use Mandy's little jack here. Now that bumper can hit the flow. Oh yeah. Oh dang, no, now this jack's stuck. All right, there we go. Yep, she's laying low now. All right, let's put some air in this. All right, I got the same thing going on in the back as I do in the front. I know these lines are too dang long, but I use them in the front sometimes too, so I'm just going to, I'm not going to cut them. They'll just be long. I know one of these fittings leaks down a little bit. I've got some new ones ordered. They'll be here in a couple days, so for now, we're just going to use what we got, so that way we can at least test it. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, baby, that's nice. Man, those things travel far. It's only about 50 PSI. Oh, what the hell was that? Scared the hell out of me. All right, that's looking pretty good, and that's probably gonna be about ride height. That bumper is actually pretty dang high off the ground. I know it's gonna go down once it gets the weight of the bed on it, but pretty good ride height right there. Bags are looking good. I've got those things aired up to like 100 PSI right now. Actually, let me check. Okay, actually that was 80 PSI. So this is 80 PSI right now. And she is bouncy as heck, man, with no shocks on there. I'm standing on the bumper right now. We're bouncing it. Everything looks pretty good. We are waiting on them top bars to come in so we can get those mounted up. So we've got a few days on that. All right, I'm gonna drop her down. See how everything looks. All right, that's all the way down. Bumper's on the ground. It's exactly how we like it. See, that's got her down low right there. All righty, that was awesome. Just ripped my leg skin off. Nice, I like doing that sometimes. All right, while I was doing that, I went ahead and we put in this support bar right there. Keep this from flexing. It was up in the front. If you guys remember, we got that cut out. We put in a newer one. This is a bit thicker than the one that was there. Got it in the back. She clears real good when we lay it all the way down. It's not hitting our rear end there. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out now, waiting on them upper bars to come in, man. It could be a few days. It was supposed to be Thursday. Now it might be Monday. We're kind of just at a standstill now because once we get these upper bars done, we can put the bed back on, put in the tank, our compressors, the air tank, and everything we need to do to get all this finished up. Slap in that drive shaft, and we'll be able to give it a little test drive after that. She's looking real good though, guys. Check that out. Those bars are looking nice. Bags lined up nicely. Got our upper mount there in place. You guys see that? We got that all welded in. She's looking good. Looking good. Looking real good. All right, guys. I'm getting pretty dang tired waiting on these 4-link bars to come in. It's been like a week and a half. I went ahead and canceled my order. We're just going to build our own. We called up my metal guy. We got some round tube coming in. I ordered up some heim joints and some bung holes to weld in. We're just going to build our own, which means they're going to be a lot better. They're going to be a lot beefier. And so that's going to be awesome. We're just waiting on that tube to come in. Should be a couple more days. Our heim joints and our bung holes should be in today. So it's kind of been holding us off. We've just been chilling, waiting on that to come in. While we've been waiting on that though, man, I've been coming up with something pretty cool. I've got these right here hanging up in paint. So those are some front shock mounts for our F100s. If you've got the Crown Vic front end and it's bagged, I haven't been able to find anybody else that makes shock mounts for our trucks. So it's just been bouncy as heck in the front. We got shock mounts for the back, but the front's always been an issue. So I built those up. I've been working on them for about 2 or 3 days, and I've got a set on Lincoln out here. I'll show you guys. These aren't painted yet. I just threw them on raw. Just wanted to drive them for a few days and make sure they're going to hold up well. And if so, we're going to pull them off and paint them. They'll look real cool. All right, can you see up in there, guys? That's what she looks like. It just mounts right onto the top right there to your stock bolts that hold on your bag mount or your front strut. And then it mounts on, I'll throw some pictures up too, but if you can see down there, it just mounts to the lower control arm. And I'll be having these up on my website. I'm hoping to have my website up in December, hoping to get some merch on there. We're going to have bag mounts, shock tabs, just a bunch of other stuff, man. Some of the regular things that I use to bag these trucks. So they will be on my website if you're needing any of the stuff that I use. The bag on bar mounts, I'm going to have those and a few other things, but these right here are going to be on there as well. They look really cool, man. I like that design there. Looks really cool. And they work very well. So the kit that I'm going to have on my website will include the shocks with it. Still trying to figure out a price on that. But I'm thinking it's going to be something like maybe around $300 with the shocks included. And it's just going to be a straight on bolt on process, man. It takes about less than 30 minutes to install it, depending on how good your drill bits are. The top mount is pretty simple. You'll just, you'll take off those 3 bolts. This thing will sit right in place and you'll have 1, 2, 3. Those will slide right over those bolts. You'll bolt them down. This middle hole is for your airbag line. The first one I made, I didn't have that. And it was kind of blocking it and your air line was going to be at a bend there. So now that'll come straight in and plug right into your airbag line. And then your bottom ones are just your basic. They look like that right there. You just drill 2 holes to your lower control arm right down here. Drill a couple holes there, bolt that thing in, and it works great, man. So it should take less than 30 minutes to install that. And that's going to be great for all of us guys that's got bags on these trucks with no shocks. And also there's a group of Crown Vic guys that are bagging their Crown Vics. I'm guessing they probably don't have no shock mounts either. So it might be able to help you guys out too. We're going to hit Chucky's up with that cosmic gold, man. That's going to look cool as heck in there. On Lincoln, I'm probably going to use this copper, man. I really like this copper color right here. That's the same color that I used on Jonah Burke's upper frame mounts that he got from Outcast Auto Works. These right here, they have a really cool product, that upper frame mount. But I painted his that copper and just looked really cool. Stands out really good. That's probably the copper that I'm going to use to paint my shock mounts for Lincoln. And then while I'm at it, my bag mounts are red and my calipers are red. So I'm going to paint all those up copper as well. I think I hear Ian rolling up. Oh gosh, yeah. He's rolling in with this crew. What the heck do we got going on here, man? Look at this thing. Look at that Mercedes. Nice. I like that. I reckon we're going to do some welding on that thing. Oops. There's Ian. Look how low that car is.
You're in that Hellcat Sentra. No springs. You see this Mercedes Benz?
Yeah, it's nice, baby.
It's got heated seats. Yeah, that Italian leather, man.
This thing is nice, dude. Look at that floorboard. Solid as hell.
That's breaking in half in the back.
Yeah, I seen that. I wasn't going to slap the back piece.
Yeah, right.
Jeez, look at this damn roof. I like that, man. That is nice.
That's a very good question. You ain't lying.
You don't need gauges?
All right, guys. I think I hear Cody coming through here. I know I hear him out there somewhere. I've been working over here for the last 5 or 10 minutes, and I keep hearing him rev it up out there. Yep, there he comes. I knew I heard him out there riding around. Oh, it's coming back for more? Oh yeah, he's coming back for more. Golly. Hell yeah. I don't know if y'all can still hear him. We live out kind of by the lake, so everything echoes out here, man. I can hear him riding around out there for 5, 10, 15 minutes cruising around back there. Yeah, I hear him getting on it. Y'all probably can't hear it. All right, we just got back from TriStar Metals down there in Shelbyville. Finally got our tube in, man. I've been waiting on this crap. That's some heavy duty stuff right there. That's gonna make some great 4-link bars. We got, I think we got like 23 feet of that. So we're gonna get that up in the shop, start getting to work. Actually, we're gonna have to pull this out today. We've got Buddy Wayne coming in. He bought a 56 F100 on the Crown Vic chassis swap. And that thing's just a little squatted in the back, man. So we got these little lift kit blocks. I know we're always slamming these things. Now I'm going to be putting a lift kit on one. These are little lift blocks that go under the coil springs in the back. You know, those dudes be turning these things into donks, putting those big ass wheels on them. Yeah, like that right there. See that thing? That's what this kit's for, so pretty easy. We're gonna bring him up in here, put it on the lift, raise it up, slap these under the coils, and it's gonna get him up level, look a lot better. I'll show you guys what that thing looks like when he gets here. That's gonna be the plan for today. Let's open up this door, bring in this metal, get this truck out of the way. Alrighty, we'll get this stuff out. Oh yeah, that's not too heavy. Heck yeah. Man, we can make, I think I can make about 10 sets of bars out of this. All right, that was our 2 10-foot sticks. We got this. This was like a little scrap, like 3 foot. That's awesome. I will take it. And then we've got this little angle. I've been working on all kinds of different stuff this week off camera. Been building a little brake, little metal brake. It's actually not little. That thing's heavy as heck. But I've been working on it, and this top piece right here is going to be what clamps it down. All right, so we do got some exciting news. We do got our website is up and going. We've got a few parts on there. A lot of the parts that I use to do these builds, some of these shock tabs, upper bag mounts, bag on bar mounts, all these little tabs like these and the tabs that weld onto your axle. All those are gonna be on there. We're gonna have some cool gussets. Let me see if I got any of the gussets over here to show you. Yeah, here we go. We got some of the spider web gussets. Those are going to be in 5-inch and 3-inch. And then we got these with the holes. And then I'm going to try to do some with like the honeycomb pattern. Yeah, we got all these tabs and stuff. We also, I think I showed you guys those upper shock mounts that we've been working on for the Crown Vic front IFS if you're bagged. We've got those done. We've been riding on those on Lincoln for several weeks. Runs good. Smooth as eggs, man. Rides smooth as eggs. We've already sold several sets of those. We installed a set on Corey's the other day, painted on that green, that twinkle green. Man, that looks so good. I'll throw in some pictures so you guys can see how that looked. Turned out really cool. We've got our very first order right here. I think David Waters is our very first order. Man, I'm super excited about that. He ordered some bag on bar mounts, upper bag mounts, and this is our Crown Vic kit right here. Comes like this, and it'll come with 2 shocks. That way you don't have to worry about your shocks. It'll come right in with it. That is a bolt-on kit, man. Super easy. You're gonna take these 3 bolts right here, take those out, slide that thing on, bolt it back down. You'll have to drill a couple holes in your bottom aluminum arm there, so that way you can get the 2 bolts through to hold on that lower mount. But if you've got a steel arm like Chucky does here, it's easier on the aluminum because that thing's like U-shaped. So you can drill a hole right here, go right in the back and put a nut on there. But with these steel ones, you can see on the bottom, let me see if you can see, you see it's got that flat plate on there. So if you've got the steel lowers, you got the option to just grind this down and you can weld on that tab if you want. It'd be pretty easy. Or you can just cut you a little rectangle out of the bottom right there so you can slip your fingers behind and hold the nut in place if you want to do that. But other than that, pretty easy to install. Take you about an hour to do. Those things look really cool painted up. Pretty cool design there. We're going to be doing those in a couple other different designs too. But if you want to head over to the website, it is radfabz.com. I will post the link right there if you guys want to go check it out. And yeah, go check it out. We're going to have the shirts on there. We're just getting started, man. So just getting started. I'm by myself in here. I'm making these parts by myself. So if you guys see something on the quality or whatever that you don't like, hit me back up, man. I'll take care of you. We'll figure it out. I'll work on it. I'm still learning as I go. The shirts, we've got a couple shirts. We've just got the basic Rad Fabz classic logo on the black shirt that I usually wear. We're going to have those on there. And we got the smooth as egg shirts. And as I get a little bit bigger, we'll have cooler designs and better shirts on there. But we're starting there. We got stickers, and we'll be adding stuff all the time to the website. So if you guys want to support old Rad Fabz, head on over there, man. Get yourself a sticker, shirt, maybe some shock tabs or something like that. We're cutting these out on our Langmuir plasma table. We've been using 3/16 metal for this stuff. That junk is pretty dang thick, super thick. It's thicker than, you know, when I order these C-notch kits like that, I think they come in like 1/8" metal or something like that, like 10 gauge. And most of these shock tabs and stuff I get are only eighth inch. All my stuff is going to be 3/16, so a little bit more heavier duty. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, David Waters, for heading on over to the website, being our first order right there, man. That's super exciting. I've got all your parts laid out here. We're going to package them up tonight and get them on out to you. And then also Shandon Nichols, he also, man, he already picked up one of these kits too. So we're going to be packaging his up, getting those out to him. He's cool, man. He's the one that runs Mighty White Marine. He sent us out some stuff not long ago. If you've seen the hats, the hoodie, some stickers. Yeah, this guy right here. Right there. Really cool dude. He builds some cool trucks too. So he got himself a set of those Crown Vic upper shock mounts. And yeah, that's going to make your ride a lot better, man. In my truck, when I'm riding, the back's been good because we had shocks in the back, but the front just been bouncy as heck, man. Like you're riding the damn ocean. But now that we've got that on there, man, she's solid as heck. Also, Corey has got a set. Chucky has picked up a set for his truck here. And I can't remember who else. I think I've sold a few of them so far. Well, all right, man, I'm going to quit yapping because Wayne's going to be here soon. Oh, look, there's Kathy rolling in right there in Lincoln. Nice. Must be lunchtime. Ooh, brother. What is that, brother? Cute girl in a bag truck. Don't get no better than that. All right, guess I better clean up. She's here for lunch. All righty, we got Wayne's truck up on the lift. I didn't get no videos of us getting started on it. I just jumped right in and started working, man. He ran to O'Reilly to get us some spring compressors for our springs over there. But you see this thing's pretty sweet, man. It's on a full Crown Vic chassis all the way back. That's what full chassis means. And it was just a little squatted in the back, man. It's not now, obviously, because we got this up, but that fender was setting like almost touching the rim. You couldn't see none of the white wall. It was like down to there, and then it was basically like that in the front. She was squatted. So we got those little spacers we're gonna put in right there under the spring. See, it'll set like this. Put in the new spring, and then should be looking good. Should be looking good. When it was on the ground, from the ground to the bottom of the fender right there was 21 inches. So we'll see where it's at when we put it back down. All right, all we've had to do so far to get to this point is just, I took the bolt off the lower end of this shock and this sway bar link right here and disconnected the brake lines. That allows this thing to swing down a lot further. And then I put a bottle jack in here between the pumpkin and the car right there and just spread it down. And I think that's going to be enough room for us to slap that spring in there. We're going to try it out. He's going to get those spring compressors just in case. But I think I can beat him. Let's see if we can squeeze that thing in there. It's almost there. Really close. Let's see. Dang, we're so close, guys. Dude, we're so close. Anybody see where that little rubber thing went? Where did it go? Oh yeah, way up here. All right, dudes. We got one in there. All right, we got one in there. Okay, I apologize. I didn't know that the camera had fallen over a long time ago, but that's what we've got. We've got her in there. Just use the bottle jack thing right there, man, and pry her open. Just jump to the other side and see if we can pop that one. All right, I'll try to keep the camera straight this time. Let's see if I can get this in. Got it. All right, got that one in too. Cool. Make sure she looks right up top. All right, boom. Got that one popped in there too. See that? Give us a little space there. So I'm gonna lower this jack down, get it out of the way. Alrighty, we got her finished up. She's looking good. That rear end went from 21 inches up to 25 and a half. So that thing raised it up about, what, 4.5 inches? She's looking pretty good though. Let's do a little walk around. Sounds good. Alrighty, we got them all wrapped up. We put on those glass pack exhaust pipes on there, did the lift blocks, did a few other things for them there. She's sounding good and looking good now. Oh, don't hit Chucky's truck. Yeah, that looks much better. That thing was squatted in the rear end. Alrighty, tomorrow morning we'll get Chucky's truck back in the shop, get back on track. All right, we got Wayne's truck all finished up and Chucky's truck is back up in the shop. Here's the brake we've been working on. I've been working on that today. It turned out pretty awesome, man. She's a little rough looking, but does the job. Look at that. Works great. Put this little test metal in there, like you're building a battery box or something. Got my lines right there and right there just to see how good it bent. Put it in there. It's got a spring on this end, so it clamps down. You just tighten it down. I need to get a spring for that side. And then boom, works great. And then these little brackets that I use for upper shock mounts for the Crown Vic, same thing. They slide up in there, clamp it down, bend it like you need, smooth as eggs. That thing turned out all right, man. It is heavy as heck though. I don't know what kind of metal that's made out of, but I mean, it takes me and Ian both to pick that son of a gun up. Heavy as heck. And we got all that bar in, so probably it's starting to get a little late on me today, so probably tomorrow morning we're going to pull out. We've got that bar over there for the 4-link bars. We're going to start building those and getting everything set up so that way we can get these upper bars on. Get this truck finished up, man. This thing's been lingering for the last couple weeks, waiting on those dang bars. Now that we got our own, we can knock this out in just a couple days. So I'm excited to have those in and to get that knocked out. What the heck? It's like that dude crashed that trailer. We still got to get that drive shaft in and a few other little things, but man, this one's close to being knocked out. Also, we got a few upcoming projects out here. If you guys continue watching the channel, we've got Kathy's truck we're going to be doing. That's a 64. We have got the old Grand Marcus that was right there that's going under Michael Shrum's truck. We parked it over to the side to get it out of the way. But yeah, we've got that project coming up. That's going to be a full chassis swap like Lincoln with the Crown Vic dash and everything on that one. So if you guys are going to be needing some tips on that, that video's coming up. We got Mandy's truck over there. We're going to be putting the lower end beams and the lower shackles on the back of that one. So we've got all kinds of projects coming up, guys. You guys stay tuned. We've got all kinds of cool stuff coming up. Well, all right, guys, I know I said I was going to wrap it up in this video, but we've just been waiting on those bars, and we had a few other little things that's been taking some time. This video is starting to get into about 30 or 40 minutes, and I just don't want to bore you guys. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up, and hopefully we'll get it finished in the next video. Make sure you guys head on over to that new website and pick yourself up a cool shirt like this one, or like this one, or even get yourself a sticker, man. But you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs up anyways. Happy Thanksgiving.